Hello, and today I have a treat for y'all, even though it's Frankenstein. What I have here is a basic water chiller setup for a CPU. This is very primitive and pretty much in its prototype stage. And as anybody knows, prototypes end up pretty rough in terms of how they look, but the functionality is there, and that's what counts. So here we have a AC unit, and let me just give you a quick breakdown on what we have going on here. We have the reservoir. I have water in a 60-40 mix with antifreeze. I've had experience with antifreeze freezing using dry ice, which I'm not using today, which I'll do in another video. But first of all, I have a antifreeze mix of 60% water, 40% antifreeze glycol, straight concentrate. That goes to the SwiftTech pump, which then goes over to the radiator, which is mounted on the AC unit evaporator slash where the air blows out of it. This maximizes the efficiency and brings down the temperatures quite a bit. Then if you follow the loop, it goes in and it comes back up and it goes around to the copper tubing and pipes right here. We have ice, dry ice, whatever it be, to cool down more the copper pipes. And then that flows over here to the CPU, which is a 6300 AMD FX chip running this Asus board here, 970, which is good, cheap, good overclocking board. And we're running some Corsair Vengeance Dominator series, or if that's correct, but yeah, it's decent RAM for what I'm using it for overclocking, even though I'm running it at such low frequencies. The graphics card is a 370X, nothing special. It's just a basic mid-range rig with spare parts that I had laying around. Power supply powers this pump via tying together the black and the green. For those of you wondering, it's always the black wire to the right of the green wire if you want to tie those together to get a power supply working for the actual whatever auxiliary pump, fan, whatever so be it you want to use to run off the power supply. Anywho, enough about that. I've had decent results. Dry ice being the best results, and tonight I'm using just regular ice, and let's just see what we got going on here in terms of temperatures and frequencies. Voltage is somewhat high, but I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I've ran anything up to 1.6 volts on an 8350. The 6300 particularly does not like anything above 1.55. This is a older processor that my brother had laying around. He doesn't use it anymore, so it's had a hard life, so I'm not sure if this is the silicon lottery that I'm going to be using here to be overclocking, but hey, I'm seeing what it does anyways. As you can see, the frequency is up to 5.296, pretty high. I mean, I know some guys can achieve that on just a regular good water cooling setup. Custom loop, for instance, but the temperature is decent, you know, relatively low for what it is. Of course, there's no load on the CPU right now. I'm going to try and run a Cinebench and see what we got. It does not like running the Cinebench on all the cores, but you know what, I will do the single core because, you know, us AMD guys with running these older chips, we got Ryzen coming out. We're all about the single core performance. Not with these chips, but you know, we're just trying to see what we can maximize. The CPU V core jumped up, as you can see, 1.48. That's literally at the limit where most people would be comfortable, but I don't really care with these chips. These chips I've had anywhere up to 1.62 and they're fine. Just depending on the silicon lottery you get. And then again, it's only a 65, 75 hour chip. Anywho. So yeah, we're gonna run the Cinebench single core. Been averaging about 122, 123, and it's been pretty decent. Anywho, I would start the video back whenever Cinebench stopped running, and I'll let you see the results on that. I'm not going to run this whole thing with the video playing, but just to give you an idea of what I'm running frequency-wise, you can see that right now.